I got 1 kg of oxtail and it costed the same as 1 kg of meat. So it has to be cut into bigger chunks. If it's for soup, it has to be cut into bigger chunks. So you have to soak it for like 1 or 2 hours in salty water to make the oxtail bones easier, like tender for easier boiling. So you add like a tablespoonful of salt and make sure that the water covers the whole oxtail for 1 to 2 hours again. And so, as we decided to use the jiko instead of pressure cooker because things cooked on the jiko slaps differently. And again, makaa haina bei sana. So I'm going to that paper that you had used to place on chapo, it's the best for lighting up the jiko. It does not go off. It's very easy to light the jiko up. This is like a very good hack. The jiko is ready within 3 minutes. So you put on your sufuria, heat it up, and then you drain the water that you had soaked the oxtail on. Like you drain it and then put the oxtail on fire. So you put your desired amount of water. So yeah, I put like 1.5 liters. You put your desired amount of water, as I've said earlier, and then you cover it and wait for like 10 minutes. You see, for the first 10 minutes, the soap is drained. Like you drain it and then throw it away. You know why? Because it's dark. As you can see, the soup was dark. You For the 10 minutes you boil and make sure you drain all the water because as you can see, it was dark. Yeah. So then you put again your desired amount of water or the amount of soup that you need, as long as it covers the oxtail. It has to always cover the oxtail. So we decided, let us just put our amount. So here, and then you add some sliced ginger, whole pieces of garlic, and then a large onion. If you don't have large onion, you can use mini onions, but you have to slice ginger and put whole pieces of garlic. Then you add salt. I think this made the soup smell so good, and also it gave it a great taste at the end. So you add salt according to the amount of water that you have used. Right? Right, and do not forget to throw away that soup around there. And then you cover it and wait for 2 to 3 hours according to the way to whatever you're using, whether you're using jiko or pressure cooker. So this is me going for more charcoal. As you have seen, my charcoal has ended, and you see my shoes. You know errands are about to be run. There we go. And then when I came back, so after like 1.5 hours, you have to remove ginger. You have to remove ginger from your soup. Ginger only. You leave the garlic and the onions, and you will have to make sure that you remove all of it, all the sliced ginger from the soup. Yeah. Here I was just complimenting that I got a lot of charcoal for 100 bob, and I was wondering why is charcoal not being taxed, or it's because it is not used as much. So we left the soup for like another 2 hours, and you have to check on it. If the oil on the top is a lot, you have to keep on removing. But we felt like ours was enough. It was stable, like we could take it. So we didn't remove, but we added water to make the soup what more, because I don't know what to say. So was like now like 3 hours 15 minutes, and let me tell you, we saved energy. Chikokwa does not use that a lot of charcoal. It's not like I'm advertising, but yeah, 3 hours 15 minutes was all we used, and we didn't use a lot of charcoal. But you can use your pressure cooker. But we prefer jiko while doing our things, while boiling our things. So the oxtail is ready, the soup is ready. The meat was so tender. Now I'm taking off the oxtail and getting the soup ready. We will take off all the oxtail from the soup now. Ta 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 ta. Let me put some music for you. Ta 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 ta. So there is the oxtail. If I had a kg, I could have, like I have. If I had a weighing scale, I could have weighed it. So me, I didn't have to use the way people from the butchery do. You can use your blender and blend it until it becomes white. Let me show you. You see that white, you just know your soup is ready. You just know this soup is going to slap. You just know it's ready when you see the whitish. And you just know calcium, here you come. You just know that here is, like, even those bubbles at the top, you just know this soup is ready. You guys, I can tell you this was fantastic. I didn't even expect that. Personally, I'm not a fan of soup, but this was great. This was great. But by then we were discussing, oh, what do we do with the bones, because it has meat. So we were deciding, should we eat it like that or should we do this? This thing slapped, by the way. I'm going to make another one and I'm going to invite all of you. Just subscribe and I'll cook for you soup. Someone complained and I had to add them. So we decided to make some potato wedges and some stew to go with the wedges from the oxtail remainders. So this is me making some wedges while the oil is getting ready. I decided not to boil but deep fry it. There you go. It's so easy to make these things. You will hear people saying wedges and then you will be like, oh my god, that is expensive to make. It's just chopped barus. There you go. It's so I'm getting the onion for the wedges ready, and I decided, instead of chopping, let me like slice them like this, because I need them to be, you will see how I need them to be, because I don't know what to call that. So I decided to slice them, and also I was getting the spices. What are they called? Yeah, let me call them spices for the stew, for the oxtail stew. Now we are making stew. We have made soup and we have already taken soup. After like some hours, now we decided to make some stew out of it. These things, the coriander and the onions, they are meant for the wedges. Let me show you how to make them slap. The mama slap, eh? Let me Now, by then the wedges are ready. I know my oil is looking like that, but when the oil is looking like that, your thing slaps, huh? But I cleaned it later. So you make your onions like that, like, you see. You don't. Is it called salty? I don't know that thing. Then you add ginger and saumu again on the onions, and then you don't let them like iva kabisa. You put like a little heat on them, and then you add some curry powder on the onions, and you don't even let it ever for long. You put your wedges, your fried wedges, or your boiled. You can boil, by the way, and this is how you do it. And then you don't do this for long. You add salt, your required amount of the one you feel it's fit for your wedges. Yes, and then you garnish with some coriander. But then your heat is low, and your heat is low. You don't want your wedges to start overcooking. What is it called? Burning, yeah. So after you garnish, it's over. You don't do anything else. You cover it, and that's it. You you put it. Now let's make our stew. You add the hohos. They are called capsicum. Yeah. On your fried onions, and then here I blended tomatoes, beef masala, and paprika to make my stew more tasty. And you can add your spice of your choice, but to make my sauce I used beef masala, paprika, and some tomatoes. Yeah. But then on the wedges you can also add some, it's called what, you can also add some turmeric for color, for more, yeah. If now, but then we are now putting our oxtails. And let me tell you, this thing again slapped. Hey, it was good. It was some good meal. Out here we are cooking for our husbands. This sauce was ilimeki kitu poa sana, by the way. I can make for you when you subscribe. I can invite you all over. And and I was like, oh, should I be eating my wedges? Akinaji, chocha. Weh. So our stew is ready. Look at that. Look at that. I know you want it too. Hmm? And then director was like, Ebu had some soup. If the soup from the boiling was so good, what of now that is, it's, I don't know. So again, you garnish. I love coriander, by the way. You garnish, and then that's it. You don't overcook your danias. These are the results. Oh my god, I'm a great chef. I'm opening a restaurant or a school. Ooh, look at that.